What is up, everyone? For Real Gaming PR here today, and today is going to be another movie review. And today's review is going to be for Spider-Man: Homecoming. And if you guys have not seen the movie yet, it's okay. It is. Let me just fix this camera over here. All right, that's better. Okay, so this is going to be a spoiler-free review. There's going to be no spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, you're safe here. It's okay. Another thing is, you guys might be like, this review's kind of late. You guys have probably already seen. Already, you guys have already seen Homecoming reviews, but I don't care. I'm gonna make my review right now. So I'm gonna say a few things at the end of the video, but for now, let's just get to the review. This movie's amazing, spectacular. No puns intended. This movie is just fantastic. I love this movie so much. I think I said in my Transformers review that I was gonna watch the movie on the weekend. I did not see the movie, which is why this is a spoiler. What's it called? Spoiler free review. If I saw a movie a second time, this would have been a spoiler filled review. There's spoilers everywhere. But since I did not see the movie yet, it's still gonna be a spoiler free review. And so this movie's fantastic. The performances was great. The action was great. This is a very funny movie. It's hilarious from start to finish. That could be a complaint for some people. You know, some people might want some what's it called? I guess more serious stuff going on. You know, I I don't know, but for me, I enjoyed it a lot. I like the comedy. Um, let's start with the performances. Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. I thought Andrew Garfield was the best, but I'm kind of just going for Tom Holland now because he's just fantastic as Spider-Man. He has that little kid kind of, you know, I look at him and I see him as a kid, and that's what I want from my Spider-Man. Like, even though I still, you know, grew up with Andrew and mostly Tobey Maguire, they still have a place in my heart, but overall they're not, you know, they didn't really have the Spider-Man look. You know, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield looked like 30-year-old guys dressed up as Spider-Man pretending to be a kid, and they were pretty much 30-year-old guys dressed as Spider-Man pretending to be a kid. And so what I like about this movie is it's just focused on Peter Parker, and you actually like Peter Parker. Like, one of the things that were kind of messed up about, not messed up, like just some things that the past few Spider-Man movies have got wrong is, for Tobey Maguire, he's a great Peter Parker, but in my opinion, he's not Spider-Man, because Spider-Man has, like, you know, quippy jokes, and like he's a smart mouth. He has a smart mouth and all that. And sure, there were some moments that he had, you know, he would talk back with the villains, and he made some jokes, but not to the point like in the comics or in the animated shows. And Andrew Garfield had that, you know, he had the jokes and all that, but sometimes he would come off as a douche and not really funny. For example, in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, spoilers for Amazing Spider-Man 2 real quick. There's a part where he's making jokes with Rhino in the beginning, and there's legit people dying while he's making jokes with Rhino, and the Rhino's legit just crashing and ramming into people, and Spider-Man's just making jokes like, "Hello, this is kind of a serious moment, and you're over here just playing around." So, but even though he did have the jokes and he was really good at that, he wasn't a very good Peter Parker, because Peter Parker's this, you know, he's a nerd, he's a loser, nobody likes him, you know, and you kind of feel for him because you feel bad. And for Peter Parker, for the Amazing Spider-Man movies, he's kind of like, you know, he's kind of that cool guy, you know. He's not really, you don't see him as a nerd, you don't see him as that kid that, like, you know, oh, that kid's a loser, you know. So, but for this is taking forever. But for Tom Holland's performance, he plays both parts very, very, very well. And he's a kid, which is like, you know, what I like. He's not still a kid. You know, he's already 20 years old, but he looks like a kid. He has the face of a kid. Like, if you had to guess his age, like, I would probably say 15, 16. You know, he looks really young. He doesn't look like he's 20. So that's amazing. Let's see who else. Michael Keaton as Vulture is amazing. I think he's one of the best Marvel villains. I don't know if I like him better than Doc Ock in what's it in Spider-Man 2, but he's still fantastic. He's amazing. I want to watch the movie one more time before I say if I like him better than Doc Ock, but right now he's one of the best Marvel villains. So in the MCU, and MCU is known to not having very good villains. Like the only good one is Loki. That's it. The Ultron was kind of disappointing. Nobody really cares about the Iron Man villains, even though they were played by really big actors. It doesn't matter. You don't care about those villains. They weren't super awesome villains like Heath Ledger's Joker. So, anyways, my point is, Vulture was one of the best villains out there. Michael Keaton just has that, like, I don't know, the way he acts, like he's scary at times. Like when the way he talks, the way he does his faces, like it's scary, and it's just Michael Keaton's just amazing. Then we're gonna get to Robert Downey Jr. One of the things that people have been scared about in this movie is that he might be in this movie too much. This is gonna be Iron Man 4 instead of Spider-Man Homecoming, but that's not the case here. He actually feels like a legit character, and he needs to be in the story. Like if you take him out of this movie wouldn't be the same movie, but not in a bad way. It's a good thing. He's in there for the right times, right moments. He's good. He doesn't feel like forced in there, like, oh, this is, Spider-Man takes place in the Marvel universe now. No, like when he shows up in the story, and I mean when he shows up in the movie, it feels necessary, and it's really good. So I'm really happy with what they did with Robert Downey Jr. And again, he's Robert Downey Jr. He's freaking Iron Man, so it's fantastic. Um, there were some characters in this movie that some actors in this movie that I wanted to have bigger roles, and they didn't do much. For example, this could be a spoiler for some people, but I mean, it's not really a spoiler. Zendaya, like, I wasn't like, oh my god, I'm so excited for her character, but I did want to see her do some stuff, and she didn't do much, but she might have more stuff to do in the next movie. Same thing goes for Donald Glover, except I was more excited for his character. He didn't really do much, but for what he did in the movie, he did pretty good. But his friend Ned Leeds, I forgot his name, but the chubby guy, he's so funny. I love his performance. He made me laugh every time he was on screen. I've heard some people say that he's kind of meh, but for me, I actually enjoyed his character a lot, and I want to see him in the next one. But this movie, anyways, I can't think of any. Oh, Aunt May, Marissa Tomei is perfect. She's really good. This movie is just perfect and just entertaining from start to finish. I think it's probably one of the best Marvel movies. And you could say that I'm just over exaggerating, but Spider-Man is like my favorite superhero, so it's like probably sounds like it's too much, but for me, it's one of my favorite Marvel movies from the MCU. And I'm probably gonna say that this is probably my favorite Spider-Man movie. Uh, sure, it's not like Spider-Man 2, because Spider-Man 2 and Homecoming are different movies. This movie is Peter Parker trying to become an Avenger, and he's trying to get through high school. And the other movie, it's just, Peter Parker trying to handle being Spider-Man and, trying to balance with, like, other things in his life, and everything's just going wrong. And, like, I rewatched Spider-Man 2, and I'm just going to say, like, I still love that movie. I think it's the best Spider-Man movie in that trilogy, and probably better than the Amazing Spider-Man movies. But I think I like Homecoming better because I think it's more relatable in my case because I'm in high school right now. So when I see all this stuff, that's another thing that I love about this movie. The high school stuff just feels good. Like, it's not that, it doesn't feel fake like the other movies. Like, because high school now, like, it's not like how you see it in other movies. Like, oh, there's the jocks and it's the bully, and he likes to pick on random kids just for no reason. And basically in high school there is no bully. There is not that one guy that everybody doesn't like, and he's like a bully and he's a douche. Like, it's not like, it doesn't work like that in high school. So seeing that the director and everybody else in this movie got that right, it's just really cool to see. Because in some high school movies in general, like, you look at the high school stuff and it's like, that's not how it really is. It's an exaggeration. So that's another thing that Homecoming gets right. So I think that's all I want to say. I kind of want to get in. It's kind of hard to get into and saying more stuff in this movie without spoiling anything. But I would say this movie is a solid 10 out of 10. I'm gonna try and do a spoiler review. I'm gonna try and see the movie again pretty soon. But anyways, I wanted to say a few more things before this video ends. Me and my cousin were gonna make a video, but he's currently not here right now. We've had some more family troubles at Puerto Rico. Um, it's not been very well right now. He had to go to Puerto Rico. I might go back soon, but it's not gonna be like how it was, last time where it was kind of a vacation. But if the next time I go, it's not for a good reason. So that's not. So there might be not many videos coming out, but we do have a video. I think I might start editing it and posting it on YouTube. I don't know yet, but because it's not really a good video. It's a gaming video. I think I mentioned this in my last movie review for Transformers. It's just a quick video that we made. I don't know if it turns out good when I edit it, then I'll post it. But for now, it's just sitting there. I'll probably edit it soon. So yeah, he's not here right now. But we'll try and make a video soon if that video doesn't upload. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this movie review. I hope you enjoyed it. Spoiler review will come out soon, and I have a really cool video coming out also soon. Stranger Things theory. For those of you who don't know, I watch Stranger Things and I love the show. And it's gonna be a theory video, so I don't make those usually, but I have a really interesting theory, and I think you guys will like it. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.